Hello everyone, I just posted another release for pretty much all of the minis, minus the TurboGrafx 16 mini for right now at least, but the Mega Drive, SNES, NES, as well as the PlayStation Classic are all accounted for, and you can simply go to Google and search for KMF Thematic Release, and you'll find this page pretty fast, and we're going to do a little bit of multitasking right now. We're going to basically go over Hakchi for the Mega Drive, SNES, and NES, as well as Auto Blame and such for the PlayStation Classic. So right now, we're going to go to my drive on the computer, and it should be FAT32 at a minimum and labeled as Sony, all caps, case sensitive if you want it to work. And I'm going to update the latest release here, which is what I posted. We're going to go to my Auto Blame folder right here. And if you go back, it is actually within a release for 4/27/20 in the PlayStation Classic folder, Auto Blame folder. And I'm going to basically take the Auto Blame here and extract it completely to the drive. So I'm going to open this up real quick. And then I'm going to go inside the folder and basically just drag it all right to the drive and let it overwrite. Since I previously used AutoBlame, I could safely update to current here. So it's going to verify whether or not I have files from previous copy overs and installations. And if they're there, I'm going to let them overwrite. Just click yes. So I'm going to do it right now. It's going to find them within a second here. Okay. Do this for the next 1664 conflicts. So I'm going to click yes and let them all overwrite here. And then I'm going to do a little bit of multitasking here. I'm going to do Hakchi as well while I'm doing this. I'm going to open up Hakchi, and the very first time you open it, you want to make sure that essentially you don't have a firewall or any other conflicts such as virus protection or VPN or such that is interfering with it. So I'm going to open up Hakchi right here, and I should get a little bit of a firewall prompt. And do not run it as an administrator or you might have issues. So I'm opening up right now, and I should get a little firewall prompt right on the screen here when it loads. It should go like bam, firewall warning right there. Firewall has blocked some features in this program, Hakchi CE, and sometimes when people get trigger happy, they cancel it and then they have issues with the system. So I'm going to allow access right now. And then obviously for cores and such, for the Mega Drive, SNES, and NES Classic, you can simply go into modules, come up these mod hub, and you can get the cores, RetroArch, and all that such, and even games from the games tab. And we're going to load up the games tab right now because I added a few more games to this, including Wolfenstein 3D for the EC Wolf core. Go in the games tab, and right here we have EC Wolf right here. And look, that even looks like a specific actor who plays Drew Barrymore's father in Firestarter. This is very, very interesting. It's so uncanny there. But we have Wolfenstein 3D, and you need to install the EC Wolf core for the SNES, Mega Drive, and NES Classics. And obviously with the injector on the PlayStation Classic, I'll show you how to install that as well. But I have other tabs like the BIOS tab, Sheets tab, Cores, RetroArch, extra files, special files such as joystick and OpenBore, and system files such as a Bluetooth HMod here. And that works great with like the Sony PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4 controllers for starters. But we're going to go into the other thing here, a little bit more multitasking. Since I have this almost updated, I'm going to actually do the next step here. And you can install like extra cheats, cores, scum VM files, databases for the Auto Blame and such. And right now we're going to basically install the latest core set, and I'm simply going to double click it, and let's do this right now for 427, and I'm going to point it to my drive, and I need to do a 3 dots right here, and go to the Sony drive, and just do a direct extraction, and that's another movie I need to watch on Netflix, Extraction, with Chris Hemsworth. Okay, and I thought it was kind of funny that I was reading reviews, and somebody thought it was Liam Hemsworth, who happens to be his brother. But I'm going to click yes to all here, and it's going to update my latest release. This is the Xtreme Injector, and it favors performance and speed over stability and latency. You could use the normal Auto Blame releases and or Reboot releases, which are linked on my GitHub as well. And it doesn't matter how I pronounce it. Ninja Gaiden, GitHub, GitHub. I like saying it the way I like to say it, tomato, tomato. Okay, but in any case, once this is all done overwriting, then I'm going to test it out. But we're going to go into a couple other things here because sometimes people have issues with too long to reboot on the mini Mega Drive, SNES, and NES Classic. So what I'm going to do right here is actually go in the control panel. I'm going to go into my hardware right here and device manager. And I'm going to show you exactly where my device shows up at in my device manager. And it can show up differently depending on how your system is. But I'm going to network adapters right here. And let me actually unplug my system here, so it's not even there. I'm going to go into network adapters, okay? And then I'm going to plug it in. And you're going to see it pop up there once it detects it. Let me get it plugged back in real quick. And this is one way you can fix the too long to reboot. Just watch my network adapter. It's going to basically ding and update to exactly what it's showing up in my device here. And if you have it too long to reboot, you can actually right-click and manually update the files right here. It'd be the remote NDIS-based internet sharing device number 2. So I would basically do update driver software and let it update. And that would make it where it wouldn't do the reboot error anymore. This is particularly useful on Windows 7 and Windows 10. But I've already done this, so I'm fine, and my system's fine and dandy here. But once this core set is done updating here, it's going to take a few seconds here. It should start copying over once it extracts all the files from the temporary memory. And I'm going to pause the video until this process is done, and then we'll come back to it and we'll test it out. Okay, it's all done and extracted. And again, once you're in Device Manager, this right here, the NDIS, mainly applies to your Mega Drive, SNES, and NES Classics. But we're all said and done on it for right now, and I'm going to see if there's anything else I'd like to have on the drive. Again, Jenner Ben also did an amazing job porting over some great games, and these are app-wise here. I'm going to do a couple of these right now. I'm going to do Wolfenstein, which is a great, fantastic shmup game, so I'm going to double-click that and apply that to my F drive as well. So there we go. I'm going to click yes and choose the drive I'd like to go to, which would obviously be my Sony drive. There we go. Apply that to the F drive again, real quick. And my cat's meowing here, jumping on my lap while I'm trying to do the video. Okay, we got that. You can even do open bore, drastic, and other things like such as Marathon, that great first-person shooter game, which is obviously by the Bungie company who worked on Halo later on. I'm going to let this apply here. Yes, all. We'll do the Marathon as well while we're at it. So I'll click that and let that apply real quick. First Marathon should be the exact same thing. And again, just apply it right to the drive. F drive again, whatever your drive is, right to the main outside of the drive. Extract. And it's going to ask me to overwrite because there'll be a README file and such. And when I boot up, it's going to auto-patch and install these. Okay? So that should be a fairly fast process. It's only like 60 megabytes or so here to extract. Right now, extract, and then I'm going to safely remove the drive and test things out. So it's a pretty easy process, and you have like a good 14 games you could install here. And again, you could do like, obviously, Amaberry, Crispy Doom, Devolution X, Drastic, E-Duke, 32, Marathon 1, 2, and 3, Open Board Stream, Open Lara, Open Turian, SDL Pop, which is Prince of Persia, Shadow Warrior, great job there, Wolf 4, SDL, which is Wolfenstein 3D, and XASH 3D, which is Half-Life. And again, you're going to need to basically install separate files because we can't legally include them for such as Open Lara, Shadow Warrior, and of course Half-Life. So we're going to let that overwrite real quick, and we're going to safely remove the drive, and we're going to check this thing out. So let me safely remove here, which would be my F drive. It should pop up here when I do this. Safely remove real quick here. Eject Cruiser. Okay? And then we're going to put up the system and test this out real quick. And we get that nifty splash logo there when I turn on the PlayStation Classic. And we're going to actually do the installation of the two games. I mean, typically you go to your RetroArch menu from the get-go, then you install them, then you can do whatever you want to run them. But we're running the latest Auto Blame and the Xtreme Injector, complete with some Reboot awesomeness here. But I'm going to click square for RetroArch, and then you're going to see a little prompt that the two games, Open Tyrion, as well as Marathon 1, are installing. Watch, it'll do it right now. Update and Reboot will shut down when updates are complete. And then I'm able to access them from the main user interface right here by pushing Start from the get-go here. Start. And then I push Select. And look, I even have my playlist on here of all the NES games I added with the playlist. How awesome is that? That is an awesome addition there. Very beautiful indeed. Kind of reminds me of Emulation Station the way this is playing. And obviously you have Emulation Station by default as well. I'm pushing Select again. And I have Amaberry, Devolution X, Doom, Crispy Doom should I say, Duke Nukem 3D, which is Duke 32. Kernel installer if you decide to do a custom kernel. Marathon 1, network configuration. Yes, you can even do Wi-Fi and such. Open bore, and I can play like mini games including the Rescue Palooza TMNT game. SDL Pop, which is Prince of Persia. Reboot, you could obviously do RetroArch as well. Shadow Warrior, that great game. Tyrion, we're going to do Tyrion real quick, a great shmup game. Fantastic game. Big fan of this series. And I have to try to get Tyrion 2000 on there as well. We're going to start new game. And you can do like arcade, 2-player, mode activate arcade 2. Look, we could even technically do an online game if we want to. But we're going to do a full game right now. And you could pick between 4 levels. We'll go to Mission Suicide level. And we could choose hard mode activate here. You can upgrade your ship. Look at your ship specs and such. I go to upgrade right here. I have 20,000 to work with. I could choose my ship type. Front gun, rear gun, shield, generator. I'll put a generator on there right now. I'll do this Gen Core generator there. See what else we have. We'll do like a rare gun. We'll put a Sonic Wave on there. And then we're going to go to done, and that should be good for now. You can earn more money to do more stuff later on. We can even do a left or right sidekick here. Why not? We'll do Plasma Storm as a sidekick there. That should be good for now. And then we're going to go to done and play next level. Gauntlet. Another great Midway game. Absolutely insane. Playing on the hardest level possible here. Whoa. Reminds me of a great blazing lasers, a la Life Force style game here. This might even be harder than Xenon 2, which I showcased in one of my recent videos. But yes, a little, whoa, that was close. This is definitely an insane challenge here. Whoa. And I lost. This is quite a bit like Life Force. I need to blade mode activated here. But there you go, that's a great game. We're going to go to quick game. That was so cool. Quick game, and we'll go to open board for a quick moment and try out Rescue Palooza. I installed it as well. Open board should be over here somewhere. Open board, here we go. And the thing about open board is you can pretty much pull up different versions of the games by having them in the packs folder. Put them right in the packs, P-A-K-S folder. And in this case, I'm running 2 different versions of Rescue Palooza. I'd recommend if you have one game that doesn't work, try an earlier build of it. And you'll see the build when you load the game up and or in the actual name of it. So we're going to do Rescue Palooza, and we got 2 different versions there. We're going to try out this one first real quick and load it up. And you'll see the version number at the top of the screen right there, 0.0.9.1. And right there, November 2015 by Merso X. So you can try the other version, and somebody gave me word that the developer is actually going to try to update this for better compatibility. But yes, try out the different versions, and last I tested, the full version worked fine on the PlayStation Classic, but on the Mega Drive, SNES, NES Classics, either the core's going to need updated and or the game itself. And I did some debug logs with the Avengers game before, and that worked out really well. But we're going to do start game right here, and go to demo here. Got the nice title screen, some nice nifty interlinking story work here. Let's try this out for a moment. Greetings, Turtles. And big fan of all TMNT comics, movies, cartoons, video games, all that stuff. And Turtles Forever is a great one to watch. You can even see it on YouTube, where it's a combination of the original Eastman and such, black and white, all the way combined up with the 2000 series. It is great. We're going to try this real quick, and there's some homages to previous TMNT games, as you'll see here. And yes, we should be able to get this on the Mega Drive, SNES, NES Classic in the future, because we even have G.I. Joe and this working on the PlayStation Classic for now. But look, we even have a little homage to the original stuff there. It looks like TMNT 1, made by Ultra Games, aka Konami, on the original NES. We're going to go to April's place right here. Pick Leonardo. Why not? Okay. April's Midtown Loft. And we had the opening, which is like TMNT 1, and now we're playing like TMNT, the arcade game. This is awesome. And it has 4-player mode activated as well. They did such a great job on this. I'm going to try a few more games, though, with the update here. But yes, open board's running fantastic here. You got the classic music from the NES version ported over here. Gotta love open board. I mean, there's so much creativity going on with the open board games. I love when they do mashups like that. Definitely wasn't in the original game. That guy running across the screen is definitely new to me. Kind of like a Bobbles Little and Big Adventure, where you have characters from other video games like Kung Fu and so on, just randomly showing up. That wasn't in the original. That's different too. You definitely don't have one of them on the mouse or in the first stage. So you can see a lot of little cool things here. Let's see how our special moves work out here. Oh, this is so cool. Come on, Mouser. Oh yeah. And we got a little bit of shmup awesomeness here. Let's take out a few enemies with our guns there. Never bring a sword to a gunfight, right? Okay, playing awesome. And we're going to check out some of the chords as well. But yes, being able to play these games from the main user interface are fantastic, without a doubt. And I'm going to push start, and I can end game here. And go back to the main user interface again, and load up RetroArch and try some of those updates out. So we're going to push start, go to quit real quick, and then we're going to go to RetroArch. Okay, backing out, RetroArch, and I'm going to show you a few things that won in that update. Like MAME 2003 Xtreme was a predominantly awesome one. We go to low content, Star Directory Dummy. I put all my games in my games folder. We're going to go to the main folder, which I have some games that were fixed up. I mean, quite a few of these. Look, we can even try playing Killer Instinct if we want to and see if that runs better. It should run feasibly a little bit better than before. But going through the list here, and I mean, one game that really needed fixed up was obviously Akari Warriors and such. Let's go to, let's pick a game. We'll do Akari Warriors 3 real quick. Load it up, look at that beautiful, glorious artwork there. We're going to load this with the latest main 2030 Extreme Core. And there are some mapping keys that which are predetermined to be on the keyboard, and these are all pushed over to L and R on your controller now, which is awesome. And then we have a border overlay here as well, which gives it a more authentic arcade appearance, like this. And there's a whole list of them in the release notes, but this is sweet, being able to see like the arcade cabinet style borders there. Try this out for a moment. We can use L and R for our rotary controls, which is even cooler. And that looks like William Dafoe. So we're using L and R and it's controlling fantastic here. Very, very cool. This is so Rambo all the way. Very, very cool game. Loving the borders, and there's over 100 games that you can use borders on, and I'll have to showcase some of them. One of the really cool ones is the Tron one. I gotta tell you, that's definitely a 2-player mode activate there. You can even add these to the playlist as well, but let's see what else we have on this list of games that were fixed up. Dummy, MAME. And you can even add these to the playlist too, but we got quite a few that are fixed up here. I mean, like probably 100 rotary control games. Like obviously, Forgotten Worlds is another one. You can even do light gun controls for games like Hogan's Alley and such. They work much, much better than ever before. I think this game might have a board too. This is actually one of the very first games I ever got on Atari 2600. Let's load this up. Jungle King, aka Jungle Hunt, made by Taito. We're gonna load up the same core. We should have a board on this one as well. Very, very cool, authentic arcade overlay here. There we go. How awesome is that? It is so cool. It feels like you're in the arcade here. And this company went on to make Rastin, another great game. And if there are any games that you like to see these arcade boards on, let me know and I'll try to get them added. I added a few on my own here. Whoa! Oh, that was close. This game definitely taught me all about timing here. See if I can make it to the next stage. And I like how you can actually beat this game. Damn. Getting close to the end. There we go. We got our water stage there. And this is so cool. And this is actually a great Atari 2600 game as well. We can outright avoid the gators here. We don't want to go Joe Exotic style here. We just want to... Whoa, 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 whoa. But very, very cool game, and you can actually beat it that way. Let's see what else we have real quick for updates. Obviously, Sonic the Hedgehog game is actually playable now. It had control issues. 720 is playable. Maybe we'll try Killer Instinct for a helmet for a quick moment here, see if that actually plays. Like I said, it was tremendously difficult to run before, but we'll load it up right now. Let's try Killer Instinct 1 for a brief moment here, see how that plays. Same core, main 2003 stream, using a CHD file, and just to let you know, none of the CHD hard drive image files are going to work too well on any of the arcade cores. They're just simply slow. It's molasses. But we're going to try playing this anyway, since people keep asking about it, and see what we can do here. We'll play as one of my characters here, and this is about the best we're going to be able to do for right now, unless we have a little bit more magic and miracle. But I've gotten it running better than ever before, and I'm going to keep working on this, hopefully to get it full speed one day. It's pretty tough to run, without a doubt here. It's very cool. Definitely running better than it did before. I mean, if you don't mind a little bit of lagicity, it's playable. And the N64 version runs pretty nicely if you do the sRGB toggle. But still cool that the game's actually running here, and better than it did in my last demonstration. But in any case, let's move on to another game, for those who just want to see that. And we'll go to one more main game real quick. And we'll try a few of these other updates out, but let's see what else we got here to play real quick. There's got to be another cool game to check out for a brief moment here. Outrunners. That's the game that had some... we'll do Outrunners here. This is a racing game that had performance and speed issues before. Let's see how this runs with the update. It should run smooth and seamless right now. And the big problem is the arcade version actually had a multi-screen monitor, which I touched up with the release, and it has run so much better here. Right here. See how this runs? And again, it used to be quite choppy in the past. And the cool thing is, with the update, just like at Akari Warriors, you can use L1 and R1 as well for the racing games. This is awesome. We'll do automatic here. So I'm going to use my R1 for accelerate and my L1 for brakes. That's another thing. We got all the controls moved over for a multitude of racing games. So I'm just going to hold down the R trigger here, and I'm accelerating. How awesome is that? That is so nice and convenient here. Beautiful indeed. The game's running smooth and seamless. Very, very cool. Then we're going to check out some of the other things, like for NES, SNES, Mega Drive, and so on. And of course, the Amiga. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Funny little homage here. This is running so much better than in my previous demonstration. Outrunners for the win here. Love each and every Outrun game. Just too bad that these games were hard to basically maintain on next gen digitally due to the Ferrari license expiring and them having to renew it each time. But Outrunners is run fantastic here. Now we're going to go to the NES games real quick for that update and go over that. Contra Force was a stubborn game which had tremendous slowdown, so we're going to load that in beautiful, glorious 3D box art. We're going to load that with the NES FCM Extreme core. Should be right up here. And if you want to run them like the normal hardware, run FCMM. If you want to run them with no slowdown or little slowdown, run them with FCM Extreme. You have a combination of choosing which path you want to do. And we're going to be running Contra Force like near perfectly right now. This is a game that is underrated just simply because of that terrible slowdown on the original hardware. But you'll see the game is actually running fantastic here. Look at this, no slowdown or little slowdown. It is great. Right here, even right here, it would slow down tremendously. Running awesome. If I reload the same exact game with the standard FCMM, like the original hardware, I'm not going to make it very far without getting slowdown. This is running just beautiful indeed right now. Let's load the same game with the FCMM standard real quick, just so you can see what I'm talking about. And then we'll do the same thing with the two other cores that I have updated. Contra Force again. We're going to load this with standard FCMM real quick. Right here. Tremendous difference that you'll see in a moment here. It gets ridiculous. I mean, it's a great, great game. I wish it would have gotten more praise, but I'm not sure if this was like a Christmas release, which kind of screwed up or not, but we'll see in a moment here. You'll see tremendous slowdown from the get-go here. Just, it is laggy. Definitely need to play Extreme Mode Activate here. This is so crazy. Try doing this two-player mode Activate. It is just crazy. Look at it. Slow down. Everything's slow motion here. Not going to make it very far now. We're going to do this with the other cores, which have the update as well. But yes, it is so slow mode Activate. We need to have Extreme Mode Activate. Okay, and we're going to do the Mega Drive and SNES update as well. Let's go ahead real quick. Load content, start directory, and we'll do Sonic Spinball for Mega Drive first, which is a game that has terrible, terrible slowdown. I will do that real quick, and we'll do that with each of the two perimeters here. Sonic the Hedgehog Spinball. We'll do that with Genesis Plus GX, which pretty much runs it essentially like the original hardware, Genesis Plus GX, and you'll see a tremendous difference in running these back to back here. And you can read the release notes for many of the other update changes, additions, and magic. And I'll do more of this update in the future, but let's try this for a quick moment here. And you're going to see pretty much slow down from the get-go when I start the game here. This is just running quite slow. Look how slow that is. You might not know it's slow first, but it's definitely slow. Okay, and we're going to reload this exact same game, again with the no slowdown mode Activate. We'll go to the same exact game. Sonic Spinball. Should be right here. And we're going to load this with the Genesis Extreme GX, which is going to take away the slowdown completely. And you'll see a tremendous difference right when I load the game. New Super Nintendo is probably one of the last editions I show. And from the get-go, watch when they launch me into the pinball table here. Look at that, just no slowdown at all. This is insane. This is crazy. The way it should be. More like Alien Crush and Devil Crush on TurboGrafx 16, which are phenomenal games. This is the way Sonic Spinball should have been from the get-go, but unfortunately games like this in Contra Force got screwed, and of course some games on Super Nintendo got screwed as well because they had the incapacity to run at a really, really good frame per second due to various limitations of the hardware, but they added special chips for these games. And we're going to do one or two of these real quick. We'll do Gradius 3 real quick. And we'll load it with two of the variants real quick. Go to this Redux folder. And Mega Man X2 Bubble Crab Stage is another great one. But we're going to do Gradius 3 real quick. And you have two options here. You can go to the Nintendo cores. And I'll try working in some of these other cores. But 2010. And we're going to do the normal 2010. Like the original hardware real quick. And you'll see there's quite a bit of slowdown in the game. Okay, let's get the show on the road here. And I still get a kick out of the little Contra code being able to work negatively. If you do the Contra code like you would on a Nintendo controller, you screw yourself. I don't even really need to do any kind of code for anything. It's still going to have tremendous slowdown. But I'm going to do it just so you see again. We go to pause the game, up, up, down, down, left, right, BA. I did the code wrong. Up, up, down, down, left, right, BA. There we go. And I did it with the triggers. But you're going to see tremendous slowdown here, especially when I get into the initial portion of the stage here. It's such a great, great game. It's just a shame that it had tremendous slowdown issues for various reasons or another. And I'm going to have to go through more of these. I have actually the greatest collection on PSP, which is phenomenal. But I'm going to get to the point where the slowdown starts occurring in this game real quick. You already see slowdown right there. That is so bad. Slowing down like crazy already on me. When I replay the game with the SNES 2010 Xtreme, slowdown is going to be completely removed. It's slowing down pretty bad right here, and especially when the dragon comes on screen, it's going to be insane. And it's just bad. So the challenge of this game is so much easier without running at full speed, essentially. It is just so easy to basically deal with these enemies. Look, the fire I can dodge easily because it's doing bursts of slow motion for me. Look at that. I don't even have to try to get past this fire. That is so easy. I can just play basically like a little dogfight with a cat and mouse and have no trouble whatsoever. Now we're going to load the same game with no slowdown at all, and it's going to be incredibly difficult. I might even try to play it with without doing the contra code at all, just to see how far I can even make it with no slowdown. So we're going to do it real quick, Great History real quick, with the Extreme variant of the core. It's going to be almost criminally insane with how difficult it is with no slowdown, but we're going to see if we can at least make it to the first stage, not even using a cheat code. And this will be the final game of this video. I'll do follow-up videos, obviously, but at least you know how to install the Xtreme Injector and a few things such as too long to reboot on Hakchi and such. We're going to do a little bit of strategic element of getting these power-ups in an appropriate order to hopefully be able to get to the first boss here for the end of this first video demonstration of the Xtreme Injector here. Speed up. Definitely don't go for too many speed ups or you screw yourself. Okay, we need to get some better weapons going on here. Fast and furious. I like getting the laser because it can actually decimate enemies pretty easily. One more should give me the laser. There we go. There we go. That laser just makes taking out enemies a lot easier. Like this, right there. I would have never got that power up without that laser. Get a missile, go for an option X. And when I get an option, the laser is going to be even more nifty. Two more and I'm to my option. Just make sure no enemy sneak attack me here because I had no slowdown to really save me here. Gotta play legitimately. Okay, so far so good. Watch out for these enemies that'll sneak attack me in any direction, so you might want to try to stay centralized on the screen. Like that enemy there could screw me over. One more, I get another option. No slowdown on the dragon. Bam. And it's only going to get more and more difficult as we go and progress here. There we go. Double laser. So hopefully we can at least make it to the first boss here. Like I said, it's going to get much more crazy. Every power-up counts here. I could get a shield, possibly. I might be able to get a shield by the time I get to the boss, which will definitely help me out. Almost there. Almost there. Come on, I need to end this video on a good note here with beating this boss here. No slowdown, no power-ups or anything. Cheats, should I say. Oh, this is getting crazy, obviously. Whoa, 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 whoa. Definitely it. And the second stage gets real crazy with the bubbles and such. Going for the shield here, for my boss. Okay, hopefully we'll get this covered. The second stage is insane with the bubbles. You'll see in a moment here. Hopefully I can take this boss out quick and orderly fashionly here. Pay very close attention to the fighters coming at you in all directions. There we go. And we're going to do the bubble stage for a quick moment here just to see no slowdown on the bubbles. Get a few more power-ups here, hopefully. But such a fun game indeed here. Another one of those lifetime to learn minute-to things. And I don't want to get any more speed-ups for right now. I just need another option. Get some more firepower here. There we go. Now I'm playing with power, legitimately. Should I go for another option here? Come on, one more option. These bubbles get real crazy. I mean, there's no slowdown here, as you'll see in a moment there. Can I get that? Can I get it? Can I get it? And when you get all these bubbles multiplying on screen, you really get screwed. This is crazy. Oh, wow. This is going to be tough to get through. It's like bullet hellfire here. Oh, come on. I don't know what to do here, guys and gals. And there we go. But I made it this far, so I hope you enjoyed the video.